Hey guys, it's Love and Info with Love and Info. How are y'all? So, um, here it goes. Today's subject is HIV and the gay community, and my experience with it. To start with, I I've been positive since I was 19, and it's never made more hard to deal with it until now that I'm confronting a reality in which I'm not accustomed to ignorance. I was raised among very intelligent people. I come from a country in which no matter what anybody thinks about, everybody fights for their own freedom. And to come across now and to try to come out again and to try to tell the world again my status was very hard. I had to fight a lot of demons. So here I am. So let me just tell you guys a little bit about my day, because I had a great fucking day today. And then I'll tell you guys about that. So I had a doctor's appointment today, and everything's good. I talked to my doctor, and we were talking, and I was telling her how, even though I've been positive since the age of 19, when I found out, I went through the whole fucking all stages of it. I hated myself. I got depressed. I lost my self-worth. I got out of control, and then I found love, and then, I dated a couple of guys who were also positive. It was really easy to deal with at first because even though these people that I would meet, these guys that I would date, they wouldn't tell me right away about their status, and neither would I. Once they did, we were already dating and stuff, so it was easy. That made it easy. And I was telling her how now, trying to come out and try to tell the world about it, and you just run across some ignorant people, and it's really hard to forgive yourself, to heal yourself, to free yourself. And that's something that I want to emphasize on. That's something that I have to tell myself a lot. In order for me to redefine and reinvent myself, I had to heal myself, forgive myself, and free myself in order to start loving myself. And I was talking to my doctor, and she goes, "Well, when it's up to you. It's up to your generation, and up to all this, everything that we go through to inform people, to educate themselves. I'm not a sex educator. Again, I'm not telling you how to do anything. I'm just here telling my story. So it's when you tell someone I'm undetectable, and automatically they think positive, automatically they think AIDS, automatically they think dead. It's sad, and it's sad for both of us, for me and for the other person, because as much as I am missing out on an opportunity because of ignorance, so they are. So are they. And you're missing a great connection, and you're missing a lot of things, and at the same time, nobody can be blamed for this, because as much as their ignorance is a mechanism of defensive, so is your silence sometimes, and it gets really difficult. And that's the acceptance, and within the gay community, because we're all men, all our pride revolves around our fucking penis, and it's horrible. I was telling that to my doctor today. You know what? I hate this, because a friend of mine told me one time, Michael said, it's all about the fucking dick. It all comes down back to the cock. And I was like, this bitch is crazy. She's dick obsessed. No, it all really does come back down to the dick. And it's just how I told my doctor, it's how people looks at my sexuality once I tell them that I'm positive, and that it affects me, and affects my ego, and affects my sexual ego. And as a man, I didn't even realize how much that actually sadly mattered to me. And then it goes back to the other perspective, in which they're just defending themselves, they're just taking care of themselves. So it gets crazy. It gets really hard. I think us as a gay community, I think we're really strong on this. I think we're very well educated, but I think there's a lot of ignorant ass cunts out there. They need to just really educate themselves and watch their mouths, and I don't wish this to anybody, even though it really hasn't changed my life, because it's all been in my head. As long as you're taking care of yourself. I mean, go on Google right now. Go on Google right now and Google what undetectable means. Google what positive means, what the difference between HIV and AIDS is, how it works, what are the real risks of it, and my doctor she almost used this word because it's a common word to use when it comes down to stuff like this. She said, when you carry the stigma, and I said, no, we don't use that word. The power of words is amazing. The power of my words coming out of my mouth into you right now are having an effect on your brain. They're automatically making you think something of me. And it's all premeditated. Now, why would I set up myself to be the image of something negative by using the word stigma? Google the word stigma. It's a religious word. See what that means. I don't carry a stigma. I carry a status. And I'm no longer going to call it that. Other than that, I had a song for... Oh, yeah, and I have a song for it, too. Oh, I have a fucking song for it. I mean, come on, it was fucking Love and Info. I have a song for it. It's a song for everything that I say. So, after talking to my doctor, and this is coming with someone with education. This bitch went to school for this shit, okay? She has a degree on this, and she actually got quiet for a second, and she goes, you're right. To hear that from her, and for her to actually acknowledge me and the level of intellectual that she is, and to tell me that she was proud of me for this, it blew me away. And, for a long time, I just didn't take care of myself. So it started well. At first, I was on my meds. I'm talking about fucking 9 years ago. I was 9 years ago, yeah. I was on my meds. Everything was great. I had my boyfriend. He was positive. I had a boyfriend. He was positive, blah, blah, blah. Whatever happened in the middle, balance have come down to it, taking care of it. And then all of a sudden, I stopped taking my meds, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to run away from all of this. I said to myself, I can't deal with this. I can't come out. I was an escort. Come out, for God's sake. And that means so little. That means so fucking little. Especially in the gay community. And see, this is a phrase that I always say. It's that because everybody's watching. Is that why we hide the freak? Because this is not a secret. This is not something that... It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid because... And I'm stupid. Because now, as I'm speaking about this right now, and I'm just like... See, this is how important it is to embrace our autonomism and to take care of ourselves. To take care of ourselves means to take care of others, and I'm learning that as we speak right now. And I'm taking care of myself, and I love myself. So bottom line, I'm going back to that. So, all my boyfriends were positive, whatever, and then I started dating this dude, and I didn't tell that I was positive right away, but we never had sex without a condom, or at least I wouldn't agree to. And then after I told him, this is why, blah, 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 and everything went well. He was very educated about it. Everything was great. You'd be surprised how, and this again, me feeling stupid. As soon as I thought about me saying that, I feel stupid again. Because all of the people that I've dated that I actually told about, 90% of it had a complete normal intellectual reaction to it the way that it should be taken. And the rest of them didn't, but only maybe 1%, and we're talking about a scale, maybe like, I want to say, out of that 10% that gave me a negative reaction, not all of it, out of that, even that 10% that was a negative reaction was detrimental directly to me. It was just like, now we're talking that, very small percentage, and even a smaller percentage than that, it was the ones that were just aggressive at it, and came at me personally, and to those I have to say, fuck you. Fuck you in your life. You don't know what the fuck I've been through. You know where the fuck I'm going and who I am. And sadly for you, you probably never find out. But that's another story. And yeah, so this is the song that I have for you guys. It's called We're All Dying. I know, right? It's called We're All Dying. But, I want to get across a message, because I blabber most of the time, and I don't get nothing really across, I feel, but I'm still never going to stop. But this is the thing. Educate yourself. Don't be ignorant. Understand that HIV, it's a big, huge fucking deal. It doesn't change your life because it's all mental. It's not a big deal because we're not all dropping dead like back in the time. You know, AIDS does not exist anymore. People get AIDS almost when they fucking want to. It's almost just like you have to really hate yourself to get AIDS nowadays. You know? Where the big deal is now it's in our heads. We have to open our minds to educate ourselves about this issue because it's going to consume us as society and it's going to separate communities and tribes that should not be separated by stuff like that. It should unite us. It should unite us even more to defend ourselves, to unite ourselves as we should. So, the message is simple: to let your ego get in the way. So this is the song. I've sang this for you guys before. The song is called "We're All Dying," and here it goes. We're all just dying in a different way. We love each other and we hate ourselves. It makes it easy towards the end. We're all just young, we're just looking for fun, and we don't mind the clock ticking inside. None of our destinies are set. We take the pain and we endure with fun. When we get high, we don't ever look back. None of our destinies are set. We were just looking for someone to blame. It makes it easy towards the end. My voice is a little worn out because I kind of have like a little cold. But I love you guys. We're all stars. Don't ever let absolutely nothing hide your shine.